Hello, everyone, and welcome to News Extra on KNEB.TV. And we have a couple of special guests today talking about the Kimball Ranch Rodeo, the 11th annual Kimball Ranch Rodeo. And I have Justin Perry and Alex Engstrom with me. Thank you very much for joining us today.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate it.
You know, an event like this takes a little bit of planning to have it come together, and of course, it's progressed over time. First, let's talk about just the event itself coming up this weekend.
Yeah, it's our 11th annual Kimball Ranch Rodeo. Ranch-style events. Our 4 events include trailer loading, team tying, branding and doctoring, and the fan favorite wild cow milking. The ranch bronc riding is a standalone event this year for us. We've kept it that way for a few years, and we're excited. These are events that you're going to see ranch cowboys participate in or do on a daily basis. They're not your regular PRCA rodeo events.
Yeah, I was going to say the events themselves are, you know, something that cowboys would do out in the fields, out in the pastures, basically on a daily basis, right?
Right. Yeah, that's the part that makes it, you know, most fun. You know, everybody's got the same goal there of regular ranch work and you know, showing up to say, hey, you know, I'm better at my job than you are at your job, you know. And so it makes it kind of fun between the competitors. You know, they all know each other. All these guys have probably crossed paths at a different ranch here and there, and
Sure.
so, you know, they come together and a lot of these guys end up, you know, seeing something they hadn't seen for a while that they might have worked with on a ranch before. So it's kind of neat.
I was going to say there's a social aspect to this, and you know, very similar to brandings when people from, you know, miles around and even hundreds of miles can get together to help out, you know, their friends and their neighbors get chores done and work done that they, you know, just can't get to all of it themselves.
Right.
There definitely is. And we have teams come from 2 hours away to compete. It's good to see them get back together. In fact, last year we were a little bit slower getting our results out, and we had guys upset with it because they had a branding to get to the next day. So they are absolutely working cowboys. They've got jobs on the ranch that they need to get back to, and so we like to have them down and put on a good show.
And how is the attendance as far as participants are concerned? How many cowboys do we have out there taking part in this?
This year we've got 10 teams at 4-person teams.
Okay.
So we have 40 cowboys competing, and there'll be 16 bronc riders that'll be out there. So
Okay.
there'll be plenty of action for the afternoon, evening.
Of course, bronc riding is something that's kind of individualized. However, wild cow milking, you got to explain that one for everybody.
So you've got 4 guys on a team. You know, our rules say that you can't snub them up to a post. You can, in fact, the dowly's got to be off the saddle when you're milking. So we usually ends up that there's one guy on the head, one guy hanging onto the tail, one on a horse in case they get loose with the rope, and the other guy has to milk that cow as they're dancing through the arena into a beer bottle. So just for a little added level of difficulty, it's got to be into a beer bottle. They don't have to have much, they don't have to fill it, but they do have to be able to pour a drop out at least.
Which is the other part too. Yeah, then they've got to at least maintain that same level of milk in that beer bottle and run it across the arena to the flag man that's standing there in the circle.
Oh wow!
So now after you get it, filled, and then you go running across with some guys running across there and tripping the arena dirt, and
Sure.
their bottle goes rolling, and you can just see it in their face, you know.
So, some of them are better than at riding than they are at running.
Sure,
So
that's understandable. That's understandable as somebody who's been on a horse and what it does to your knees occasionally. Yeah, I can understand that. Of course, very similar to wild horse races that take place in places like Cheyenne Frontier Days. Now, not only does this come with bragging rights for the winners, there's also prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've got cash payouts. We pay back 70% of our entries for the rodeo. And then we've got a little bit of added money as well, $2,000 added money for the bronc riding. And then individual winners as well will take home some, individual event winners will take home some money.
Yeah, but that bragging rights is something that's...
Yeah.
And that team side of it, they also, you know, first prize in there also has the buckle.
Sure, of course.
You know, you always get your buckle, and then there's always a prize for top hand and top horse.
Yeah.
So.
And of course, those things, as you mentioned, the added money, sponsorship's very important with stuff like that.
It is. We couldn't do this without the support of our community. And when I say our community, it's not just the Kimball area. We reach into the valley for some help as well. Our big sponsors, our gold level sponsors this year were 3W Livestock Equipment, Byron Wilkie and Kimball, Platte Valley Livestock, thank you Jerry and Sally Weeks, Prestige Manufacturing, LB Foster in Kimball, and Big Sky Energy as well.
Yeah, so if you're looking for something to do coming up on Saturday the 8th at the Kimball County Fairgrounds, it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Starting at 5:30 in the evening, is there any cost for admission for people to come and see it?
$6 for adults, 18 and over, and then 13 to 18 is $4, and 12 and under are free.
And of course, for the people that are attending and those taking part, there will be vendors on hand as well, correct?
Yes, there will be. We will have 4 food vendors. The lunchbox will be down. T.O.'s Catering and Cotton Candy. Western Nebraska Feeders and Dave Klinkhammer will have some smoked meat. And we will also have funnel cakes and snow cones from Bob Hill and Kimball. There will also be some merchandise for sale from some other vendors, including Bowman Boots and Custom Leather, and they will have their measuring kit if anybody's interested in a new pair of boots. Sand Hills Boutique, Four Rivers Equipment, Cowboy Connection, Panhandle Auto Group, Natika Boutique, and Tri-State Carport will all be there as well.
Sounds like it's going to be a really good time. So if you're looking for something to do coming up Saturday, June 8th, 5:30 in the afternoon, the Kimball County Fairgrounds, the 11th annual Kimball Ranch Rodeo. And it's going to be a really good time seeing everyday cowboys doing everyday cowboy type of work that you'd see out on the ranch. Alex?
And it looks
Justin?
like the weather's going to hold out for us this year too. So
Yeah, we're hoping so anyway.
absolutely.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us on News Extra today.
Thanks,
Appreciate
John.
it. Thank you.